Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Abdul Rahman. Today I want to talk about a group of people and their Imam or their leader. And those amongst you who may not able to understand certain terminologies, do forgive me. Islam is protected. Quran is protected. And the Sunnah of Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam is protected. There's a group of Muslims, mashallah, very good, doing very, very good dawah in England by the name of Selfie Publications. And mashallah, they're doing good dawah to non-Muslims, and a lot of non-Muslims become Muslims through them. But they have a certain weakness. Allah guide them and guide us. That they take to extremes, praising of individuals, and a lot of times they refer their disputes to an individual called Rabee Madkhali in Saudi Arabia, whom they consider to be a sheikh, and they take extremes stances regarding his sayings. So they blind follow this man, as you may see my other video about blind following. So recently I heard a statement of his, or I read a statement of his, which I might put on the thumbnail inshallah, that he said, if Abu Hatim Razi studied and Bukhari, Abu Hatim Razi and others from the Bukhari, others from the Muhaddiseen, Hatta Bukhari, even Bukhari, I'm paraphrasing his words, you can read in Arabic there, they were not able to reach, and others from the Muhaddiseen, they were not able to reach the conclusions which I have reached, because I have followed certain principles. I've followed the principles of Muhaddiseen in detail. Rough translation. So what does Rabbi Madkhali mean by this? And when I read this statement, I'm thinking, what is this man saying? I, as an ordinary person who know a little bit about Hadith Rasulullah, sat with some a great scholar, mashallah, mercy on his soul. Sat for him a little while, Zubair al-Zayy, Allah mercy on his soul, great muhaddith and hadith. Anybody who sat and studied hadith, even for a little while, would not make such a statement. Let's dissect his statement. If Abu Hatim Razi studied, and others from the Muhaddiseen, even Bukhari, they were not able to reach the principle, the results, nataj, which I reached. The question to ask our brothers, they consider him to be their father. They consider Rabbi Madkhali to be the spiritual father. So what has Rabbi Madkhali reached that Abu Hatim Razi did not reach, Bukhari did not reach, and other Muhaddiseen? And who is the other Muhaddiseen? Is it Ahmad bin Hanbal? Rahmatullah Shafi? Is Imam Mubarak? Which other Muhaddiseen and Bukhari and Abu Hatim Razi, if they studied thoroughly, they cannot reach the result which Rabbi Madkhali reached? This very stupid statement, to tell the truth. A very stupid statement. Another sheikh of theirs, Fali Harbi, he says, Jahl Murakkab, ignorant. But now, anybody who studied the Hadith of Rasulullah or study how Hadith is preserved, one cannot authenticate any Hadith except relying upon statements of all Muhaddithin. And sometimes they don't even give you reason why they declare so and so to be da'if, or why they declare so and so to be authentic. They just say it. So and so thiqqa, trustworthy, so and so is daif. So when you open the books of Jarh wa Ta'dil, you have no choice but to rely upon their statements. This man who he mentioned, Abu Hatim Razi, there's not a man on the face of the earth who's like Abu Hatim Razi. Even if he was, Allah knows best. Abu Hatim Razi, Allah chose him to protect this religion. Allah chose Bukhari to protect this religion. Allah chose Ahmad bin Hanbal to protect this religion. If you take this man out, you can authenticate hadith. You cannot authenticate hadith. Just like if you take Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu and Umar bin Khattab radiallahu anhu and Uthman bin Affan radiallahu anhu and Mother Hafsa radiallahu anha, if you say Shia, when they say these people are untrustworthy, if these people are untrustworthy, then the Quran has a doubt in it, and that cannot happen. Allah promised to protect the Quran, so He used these people to protect the Quran. So you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. You can't say that Quran is protected, but these people are untrustworthy. It doesn't make sense. You have to admit Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu, Umar bin Khattab, Uthman, they were trustworthy people, and Amma Hafsa, because the Quran, after Nabi alayhi passed away, Abu Bakr Siddiq gathered it by the Mashra Umar bin Khattab. Then after Abu Bakr Siddiq passed away, he came to Umar, and after Umar radiallahu anhu came to Amada Hafsa, Umar Zuta radiallahu anha. Then he passed to Uthman, and Uthman made 5 copies. And from those 5 copies, the Quran is coming down to us and reached us. So if you take these 4 out, how can you say this is the same Quran? It is the same Quran. La rayba fi. Allah used them in a similar fashion, in a similar way, in a similar manner, should I say so. These people, Bukhari, Abi Hatim Razi, and others, Allah used them to protect the Sunnah of Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam. So if you remove them, if you remove all these big giants, big giants, then the Sunnah collapses. Then the Sunnah collapses. So we ask him, Rabbi Madkhali said that Bukhari and Abu Hatim Razi and others from the Imma have not reached which I've reached. What does he mean? You might say, well, he's speaking about not Sahih Bukhari, the book, he's speaking about other judgments. Okay, other judgments. But he's speaking about all of them. How can you come to a conclusion if you remove their statements out? Open Mizzi Tahib's Kamal and you find this out. How can you come to a judgment if you remove Bukhari out, Abu Hatim Razi and others out? So I don't understand how is he going to come to a judgment without them being there? He reached to the stage which he reached to results which they haven't reached because he followed the rules of Muhaddithin. Which rule of Muhaddithin does he follow? Which Muhaddithin took? Bukhari is right in the middle, right? Abu Hatim Razi his time. So which rules does he follow? So finally, how do we call him a Jahil, innit? That's the least to say. Jahil. So Allah guide those Salvi brothers. They're doing good. That's why I made the video. One should not blind follow anybody. People come, people go. I, as an ordinary person, one day will leave the world. Rabbi Madkhali will leave the world. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, His book Quran and the Sunnah of Rasulullah is protected. And those who protect the Sunnah, their books are protected also. So nobody can have any say whatsoever. Those who read Hadith will always pick up these books. Abu Hatim, those interested in Hadith methodology, they'll pick up Abu Hatim Razi Jarh wa Ta'dil. They pick up Bukhari's Tarikh Kabir, and they pick up what the Muhaddithin say. So this is the least I want to say. I don't want to say too much. But this man, Rabbi Madkhali, is the least to say is a Jahil man. Allah guide us, and Allah guide him before he dies. and may he retract from this. This statement of his is 1100, is about 11 years ago. I read it, and I have not seen any statement that he retracted from this statement. وأول أصير فعلي حربي statement that he called him الجهل مركب. This is جهل مركب. That this statement جهل مركب. So I need guidance from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and may Allah save us from pride and takabbur, and may Allah save us from going astray after being guided. May Allah save us from any other path than the path of Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, and any other path than the path of the believers, the path of the Sahaba radiallahu anhu, the path of their students, and the path of these great muhaddithin who have trod the way of beloved Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam.